And let's get right into round 2. We have Andy Baquero, who is a known sort of spice master, I'll say. He's on the right, and he is playing Manuel Moutinho. And Manuel is...
He's a spiky dude. I've played him before.
Okay.
So, is that what I see? A soul ring? Can't tell.
Here, Manny Moutinho. Here we go. So Andy is on like a living plane, consecrate land, drop of honey stew, and it looks like Manny's on some sort of robots build. Yep.
Clearly not as powerful as in Atlantic with 4 workshop, but
correct. Actually, it doesn't even look like he's running workshop.
Really?
Yeah. No workshop, no mana vaults even. So this is just a straight.
So Suchi.
Dump him out. Suchi, Trike, 2 Trike, 1 Tetravis, 1 Mahamoti as his larger creatures. And then a couple of Sage to round it out. 3. Yeah, there's some really interesting counts here.
Now why go 1 Tetravis, 2 Triskelion instead of 3 of? Like, what does Tetravis give you? It's a flyer against Sarah, I suppose.
It's a flyer.
You can copy it, so you don't... maybe drawing 1 of each is better than drawing 2 Trikes?
Yeah, I think I'd rather have Trike, though.
Yeah, maybe. It hits harder.
And
it can finish... Well, it hits the same, but then it can finish it off. So it's going. So some mana control here. Again, these decks have so many mana sources that... they very much can flood out. And Andy not doing anything on turn 3 with 5 mana up. This is not a permission style deck, so it has a reactive hand. Yeah, and there's no way Manuel's attacking into that much mana with white mana showing. So this is... Time walking, kind of a cantrip, make another land drop. Can he set up a balance? That's interesting.
Balance, Swords, Tundra, Strip Mine.
Is Pendelhaven just a forest? Is that just a fun forest?
So with Living Plane, no.
Oh, it's with Living Plane.
Yeah, so he's got 3 Andy has 3 Living Planes in his deck. But no other ways to create, make, or actual creatures in his deck.
Does he have a Tabernacle? What's he doing with the Living Plane? Is he poking them?
I think he's
a drop of
honeying
so
them.
Kills him a land every turn.
Yep, and he's got Consecrate land to protect his own lands.
Yeah,
he does have 1 Tabernacle.
He does have a Tabernacle.
Yep.
Okay.
Just was 1 Candelabra, 1 Gauntlet of Chaos.
This is a stew.
This is crazy. Yeah, this is very
Gauntlets
Andy
of
Baquero.
Chaos. What does that one do?
So Gauntlets of Chaos, it's a 5 mana artifact from Legends.
Iconic art.
Yep. And it costs 5 to activate, and you can essentially swap control with your opponents. You take control of a land, artifact, or creature from your opponent, and then you give them something that you control of the same type.
Okay, so it's a juxtapose of sorts.
Correct. And the swap is only until the game ends.
Okay,
it's not permanent, right?
So
Even though you're swapping permanents.
No jeweled bird sort of
no
shenanigans.
No Tempest of Freet situation. Correct. No Bronze Tablet situation going on. Those, if anybody casts those cards today, we'll be very surprised.
We'll let them know.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a DT here going for Ancestral. Or does he want to strip everything down first? Any reason you would do anything? Yeah. Oh, flash counter. Brutal.
So here's some interesting layering and stack questions, right? You have a living plane out, and a living plane makes all lands 1/1 creatures, right? So if you activate a Mishra's Factory with a living plane out, I believe it still becomes a 2/2, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's part of the activated ability, not the
yes,
characteristic defining ability, right?
Yeah, I think it's similar to Premodern, where with Humility's out, factories turn into 2/2s, Fairy Conclaves turn into 2/1s, so the creature lands retain their ability. Any discs in this list? Is there a...
I don't see a
Mano,
disc.
years ago, I played him on a feature match where he had living plane, but also a disc to essentially blow up everything. So we're just going back. So the game slowed down a bit. So this is just a game of factory versus potentially flooding out. Factory's a good card. It's good in Premodern. It's premier threat in old school.
Played in Vintage even, I think. Certainly Legacy.
Yep.
Multi-format All-Star. Mishra's Factory. What's your favorite factory art?
The winter one I think is it's the only one I don't have though. So like
okay.
I covet that one because I have 2 falls or 2 springs.
Yeah, Fall's the reprint from like the 4th edition reprint, right? Yeah.
For many years when I was the years I did well in these pre-modern tournaments, I got heckled at using 4th edition Mishra's Factories in my pre-modern decks when I actually had the Antiquities versions in my binder at home.
I mean, I can't disagree.
I know. I deserved it.
Yep.
I deserved it.
Consecrate land, enchant land. Enchanted land is indestructible and cannot be enchanted by any other auras.
So in this case, it's an infinite blocker for if it weren't for the Swords to Plowshares. You could just infinitely block the factory. In the disenchant could disrupt it with the Consecrate land, and in this case, the Swords to Plowshares can disrupt this.
Yep.
And what now? He's going down to 7, or up to 9, up to 11, down to 9.
Yep.
Oh, another one right off the top.
Another winter one.
A winter one. This one's pretty. Which one's your favorite?
Winter's up there. I like the summer one the best with like the deep green.
Yeah.
There are some among us who have 4 copies of each and switch them out with the actual seasons.
No kidding.
Which is too much for me. Sometimes
that's not you. You're not one of those.
No, I'm not one of those. I'm mostly I like to play whatever altered ones I have, but if not, I'll try to do the one of each season.
I never heard that people would switch them out with the seasons. That's
I don't
cool.
think there are many, but I have seen it done.
Yeah. I mean, these cards were once affordable.
Correct.
Right? I mean, when I was growing up, the winter one was still... I mean, it's always been the most expensive one, but we're talking...
Yeah.
You know, the winter one is now up at $200-$300, right?
Yeah, right.
Where years ago, before Old School took off, it was probably a quarter of that, maybe?
Yeah, I wouldn't even maybe say that much. So, trading factories for disenchants here on both sides.
He's at 5. Triskelion. Mm-hmm. All right, so Pseudo, he's at 5, effectively at 2. Yeah, he's backing it up.
At 0, yeah.
So Manuel's deck doing his thing.
So let's take a look at Andy's list if we can and just kind of see what he has in terms of maybe some artifact removal.
Yeah, in this case, you want to max out on Divine Offerings, Disenchant, Dust to Dust looks great. Swords to Plowshare looks great. Triskelion seems serviceable.
Yep.
The drop of honey, is that non-artifact creature? How does that work?
It's just, I believe it's the creature with the lowest power.
And if there's tied, you choose.
And if there's, yes, correct.
Psychic Venom. That's a good one. I mean, I would, if I was him, I would take out kind of the unique cards, the fun ofs, and just go almost max control in this. Dust to Dust, Sarah, Swords to Plowshares, Triskelion. I mean, there's a bunch of great cards in the sideboard.
Right.
That seem like they'd be great in here. 4 Maze of Iths. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear what he's doing. He's trying to control the creature. I mean, this seems like a decent matchup, actually, now that we look at the construction of this.
It does.
He doesn't have, the robots deck doesn't have too many threats, and you can pretty closely overload those threats with the answers, right? Between swords and disenchants and mazes. Eventually it gets to set up your living plane drop a honey combo.
Right.
Is drop a honey an enchant world? It's not, right?
No, just an enchantment.
Yeah,
yep.
Okay, so they stack.
So he's got 2 trikes in the board. I missed that the first time.
Yeah, so you probably max out on them.
Yep.
Divine Offerings don't do too much. Counterspell depends if you figure out. He didn't really show his living lands combo yet.
Correct.
So, or drop a honey, right? So I don't think Manuel would have any good reason to bring in Counterspell just yet.
Right.
I think he probably just stays he doesn't want to dilute his game plan. He probably stays the path.
Sure. Yeah, right. Either the 2 trike swap for the 2 counterspell, or just leave it as is. Maybe. Yeah,
he didn't show his deck. His deck didn't show off that game. So it's hard to know what you sideboard in against a deck that just plays Savannah, and
right.
That's kind of throws you for a loop and flash counter.
Yeah,
right? That's like the
consecrate land.
Yeah, maybe you're kind of expecting Urnums and things.
Sure.
Yeah, so the Dust to Dust came in. That's right there on the top. I don't know. Andy playing a control stance, I like a lot.
Yep, and he looks like he mulliganed once.
Yeah.
Is that?
So Manuel has a soul
no, that's
ring.
Just a plains.
Oh, is that just a?
It looks like a blood moon, but I think it's just an altered plains.
It also looks like a soul ring.
Yeah. I think he does have actual soul ring.
He has Lotus too. What are you gonna do with Lotus here? I wish you could see the rest of the cards.
Yeah.
When someone tanks this hard, it kind of signals Lotus, right?
For sure. Let's see.
Oh, his balance. No, I don't think you balance turn 1 unless you can dump more cards.
Right, and you have Dust to Dust, balance, and 2 unknowns, right?
Yeah. Because all this does is gets down 4 cards, but he gets to keep his best cards.
Yep.
I'd probably want to wait 1 turn and try to get greedy with a get a land too in this. It's free, I suppose. It's like a 2 for 3 to start the game after a mulligan. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Right. So Manny keeps.
And then you can make a land drop and do something else.
So he discarded Plains, Scrubland, Mind Twist.
Yeah.
And he kept He kept land, Soul Ring, and he drew a Mox.
Oh,
or he kept Factory land. Yeah, Factory Soul Ring.
Oh man, this is gonna be a. If he draws a white mana, this is gonna be a complete blowout. Doesn't draw it because he has Dust to Dust in hand.
Yep. Oh boy,
brutal.
Right after the balance. And he draws Mox, Felwar Stone. So he can't cast the Mahamoti yet.
Yeah, with Dust to Dust and Balance in your opener against an artifact deck, man, I'd be tempted to get greedy and try to like get to this point here where now I'm maybe not even lay a land drop, but
right,
try to Dust, float a mana, Emerald, literally sweep your board.
Well,
because now with that missing his land drops, that Dust to Dust is not looking so hot.
Boom.
Oh, that's a Soul Ring. That's a pretty Mahamoti.
Yep. So Andy does have a drop of honey in hand. Although Manny will still get to get in with the Mahamoti at least once.
Yep. And could clear, depending on how he wants to do it, he can either clear the factory this turn and Mahamoti next turn, right?
Oh, sorry. When you say clear, what do you mean?
Drop of Honey he can activate the factory in response to the Drop of Honey to sacrifice the factory to Drop of Honey, right? Oh my gosh. Moot Point top decks the Disenchant. Is it non-artifact Drop of Honey?
No, it's a trigger, so I believe
you just sacrifice
destroy the creature with the least power. There's no targets.
Right.
So I think you can activate the factory.
But then you sacrifice Drop of Honey if there's no creatures.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Right. So if he activates the factor in response to the Drop of Honey trigger, then the creature with the lowest powers the factory.
Right.
So you can sacrifice that. Get another attack in with Mahamoti. Probably not worth it.
So he's effectively at.
Yeah. So he attacks him down to 2. And now there's 2 lethal threats.
Is that a strip mine in his hand? Yep.
Yeah, you don't need to strip anything here. What is he looking for? To tutor for he's already got balance in his yard. I mean, he needs 2 answers, right?
Right.
Like he's at 1 now because of the city. So he's already used his balance. He needs, even without that.
I mean, Fog?
Fog would work.
By turn, at least.
Yeah, I mean, he can deal with one of the threats, but not both.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I think he's drawing dead. How does he come up with this?
Tutor Armageddon? No, I think he's just showing Manny his deck now.
Yeah, he needed an answer to both a land and a creature, which is pretty hard to span.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Andy's deck didn't do his thing.
Right, here's what I'm supposed to be doing. Right.
Yeah, kill a land every turn.
Yep.
And Tabernacle does it quicker.
Yep.
Yeah, so I assume this is a concession at this point.
It's a beautiful deck, though.
Yeah, look at it. Look at those.
Beta duels, all original printings. Beta power.
I mean, both sides. The Unlimited.
Yeah, sure. I like Unlimited quite a bit.
I like Unlimited better than Beta, to be honest. 1, I can afford it. 2, like the CE stuff kind of takes away the magic of...
Yeah, there's something when you look across and you kind of like looking for the pointed corners, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what is that really? What edition is that really?
Yeah, and the beat Beta is actually kind of nice because you can actually see pretty clearly the beat corners.
Correct, the actual rounded corners. Yep. No, I prefer my cards with quite a bit of, patina, a little wear and tear.
Yep.
So the robots deck, kind of an interesting build of the robots deck with interesting numbers in Manny's main. But yeah, that takes down Mr. Baquero.